What's up, all my investors? It is ShPena, and I'm back again with another episode of HINANCE, where I'm giving my thoughts and opinions on financial news and the stock market. The goal is to simplify the complicated financial world for everyday people like me and you, so we can make some extra money on the side or gain enough confidence to turn this into a career. Either way, money is good, so if you believe in making more money, make sure you drop some money signs in the comments section below. We have a lot to go over today, so make sure you pay attention all the way to the end of the video. We're talking about economic news coming up, economic calendars, what stocks are providing earnings reports, as well as upcoming IPOs that you should be looking for. I got one in mind that I will be talking about. And at the very end of the video, I'm going to be talking about some stocks to watch. So hopefully you learned something from the video. Before I get started with everything, I just want to show my appreciation to the first time viewers, the people that have been here since day one, and the people that are going to get out this video as soon as I finish the sentence. I appreciate you all either way. Just don't forget to comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet already, and hit the thumbs up because it's going to make me speak a little faster. The most important economic news you have to pay attention to this week is going to be the unemployment rate. News like this can sometimes shake everybody up. I know there's been a lot of confidence in the market recently, but if the bad numbers come out, it could really shake everybody up. So pay attention to the unemployment rate coming out this week, as well as initial jobless claims, vehicle sales reporting, construction spending reporting, and manufacturing reporting. So if any of the stocks you hold or are watching align with any of these reports, make sure you put a reminder on your phone and pay attention, because as soon as these results come out, it could swing your stock north or south. And if you're looking for a buying opportunity, south is going to be good for you. Along with that is going to be some stocks reporting earnings this week. On Monday, we have Zoom. Everybody knows how well Zoom has done during the stay-at-home period. I'm very interested in seeing how Zoom will do once the cloud clears. Tuesday, we have Salesforce reporting. Wednesday, we have CrowdStrike and Snowflake. Everybody went crazy on Snowflake when they did their IPO, so I'm interested to see how their numbers come out. On Thursday, we have Dollar General, we have Kroger, we have DocuSign, and we have Ulta. A couple ones I'm interested in: DocuSign, Ulta. Ulta has recently struck a deal with Target, so I'm interested to hear what else that they plan to do to expand. I think that's a company that's going to do well, going forward, no matter what, because women like to look good. And hey, even I buy some products from Ulta, man. They can take care of men too. So let me know what y'all think about Ulta. I'm also watching DocuSign because I think it's a disruptive companies, and I'm just always interested in disruptive companies, getting rid of having to meet with people or having to email a paper, right online, sign your documents, signed, sealed, confirmed, moving forward. Those are the stocks reporting. If I missed one that you're interested in, please let me know in the comments. Let the people know in the comments, because it gives the people the opportunity to get more information. Now, let's move on to the word of the week. I did say I wanted to simplify the financial complicated world to you all. So that's where the word of the week comes from. This word for this week is called irrational exuberance. And shout out to Dr. Boyce Watkins. That's where I heard it first. Caught my attention. I'm like, ooh, this is a nice, interesting word and what it means. So the word is irrational exuberance, and it pretty much means when investors are overly confident and have these expectations for the assets to continue to grow just based off what's happening, that week or that day. And I think that it aligns perfectly with what's going on today, because if you ask me, or if you've been paying attention to the stock market, last week was one hell of a week. I made plenty of money doing nothing, sitting on my butt, watching my phone increasing. And in times like that, you get like a high. You get like a financial high. I'm going to compare it to like taking an energy drink, you get this financial high, and when you see you're making $100 a day, a couple $100 a day, you start to be like, oh, well, I'm going to buy everything. I'm going to buy that. I'm buying this. I'm buying that. And it's all going to go up because everything's going up right now. And there's just no possible way. I'm confident. I'm really confident that it's just going to continue to go up, and I'm just going to make even more money. That's what irrational exuberance is. The best way for me to put it is you just get lost in the sauce. You're so high off your earnings and what you see on your phone that you get lost in the sauce. You start just getting too confident and forgetting to realize that stocks are volatile, the market's volatile. It can go up just as fast as it can go down. So hopefully this word helps you, is informational to you. Like I said, I thought it was interesting, so I wanted to share it. And irrational exuberance, the simplest way to put it is, when investors get lost in the sauce. And they're just enjoying the sauce a little bit too much. So make sure you be smart. Make sure you do your due diligence. Do your research. Ask your questions. If you're interested, we got a stocks group chat going on right now. Shoot me a DM above. I can send you all the details to join. And in this chat, we're trying to build generational wealth, sharing resources, sharing information, asking each other questions. And I think that the more you learn is the more you're going to be more comfortable, the more words understand. Everything becomes a little bit more familiar. So I think it starts with the basics, and that's why I'm sharing the word of the week with everybody. Again, I'm going to say it, irrational exuberance, getting lost in the sauce as an investor, feeling too overly confident. I think knowing more and learning more will make you more comfortable. So that is one of the main reasons why I'm starting to share, vocabulary terms that I hear in the financial world. So hopefully it was helpful for you. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever heard this word or not. Also, let me know if there's any words that I should be letting people know about in the comment section below. I'm going to be talking about plenty of words. But let's get into the upcoming IPOs that I know a lot of people are interested in. So we have a handful of IPOs coming out, and a couple stick out to me. But we got DoorDash, we got Wish, we got Airbnb, and we got Roblox. I think that's how you pronounce it, but if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments below. Sometimes you gotta correct people. So I don't know everything. I'm not a genius. I'm just Shaddai, right? Now, there's a couple interesting upcoming IPOs, right? The one that sticks out to me is Airbnb. I'm going to speak about them last. Wish, never really been a big fan of Wish. Not too informational. I don't know what the hype around them is, but they're coming out. So if you're interested in Wish, make sure you research and pay attention on when they're expected to drop. DoorDash, I think, is going to be... It might be a tough one. Can you see people jumping to invest in them right away when they drop? Yeah, I can see it, but I can also see a quick pullback because I think there's just so much competition with Uber Eats and other companies doing the whole delivery thing. The market is, I don't know, like I'm not even sure if people are even happy. Some people I've heard, like, they get their food, by the time they get their food, it's cold, and it's not the restaurant's fault. They don't even know who to blame at this point. So DoorDash, you may see a slight increase, but don't be surprised if a pullback comes with it. Now, Roblox was an interesting one, and I was trying to debate where I wanted to go with my opinion on Roblox, because they do games and their audience is like kids that are like 13 years old and up, so they got the youth. Anytime a company has a strong arm on the youth, you want to pay attention to them. I'm already interested in the gaming field with Zynga. I don't want to speak about that right now, but I know next quarter they're going to do well. But if anybody is out there trying to get into the gaming world Roblox might be something you want to be paying attention to just because of their audience, and you know that they have the potential to grow, and they're trying to grow, as they stated in their application for the IPO. They're trying to grow to a more like 17 to 24 age range, as well as, you know, stick with their 13 and up age range audience that they're after right now. They've shown lots of growth in the last few years. You know, I think they've grown revenues, grown up 50% in the last 2 years, and they've done very well in this pandemic. So make sure you do your research on Roblox. I will keep a slight eye on them as well. But the one that I'm really interested in is Airbnb. And as many of you know, I am an Airbnb host, you know, so I'm going based off what I'm experiencing, and I have my place booked up until end of January at the moment. And I'm feeling really good about just the Airbnb platform. A lot of expectations. I thought that they were gonna go south once the pandemic hit, but that just didn't seem to happen. Their recent third quarter was their second best quarter in the company's history. So Airbnb is seeming to do very well. I think that they're disruptive to the hotel industry, and I love disruptive companies. And I think that people are seeming to forget that they are also, they're straddling this like entertainment line where they're providing entertainment or tours. Like there's a whole section of Airbnb that people may not be aware of. You can even make money off of it. You can take people on tours, like just whatever. If you have some type of thing you can do and provide to other people, you can go on Airbnb and provide that service. So it's a growing company. I think that they're going to skyrocket once they jump out. Do I think a pullback will come on them? Absolutely. I think it comes on. Anything that gets hyped always has some type of a pullback, because some people just get in it for the temporary, just to make some money, and they pull out. So it really depends on your strategy. I might swing this Airbnb IPO when it drops. It's looking to be like the second week of December, but don't quote me on that. Make sure you do your research. And I might swing it for the first day or two just to make some money, sell off when everything starts to sell off, and then maybe I'll buy back in on the dip for a more long-term range. But like I said, I always believe in disruptive companies. Airbnb is one of those companies that is extremely disruptive. And I think that it's better than a hotel. Like you just can't go wrong, you know, being in a home, an entire home with a kitchen and having space, even if you don't need it. All right. So with that being said, let me know which one of these upcoming IPOs that you will be interested in the comments below, so we can have a nice little debate. Now, let's talk about some stocks that I plan to be watching this week in hopes of some buying opportunities. That means I would need to see a dip. It's just the best time to buy for me. And unfortunately, the opportunities right now are in all the risky stocks, you know, like retail, food, travel and leisure. All these stocks are just very risky. Even some EVs, and I actually want to get into the EVs. NIO specifically, you know, shout out to my guy Rasta. You know, he said, you know, after I gave my NIO thoughts, he said, man, I think you need to dig a little bit deeper and see what I'm seeing. And I said, you know what, you may be right. I may be being hard on NIO because they're a Chinese company. But NIO's market cap has grown since the beginning of the year. Are they a Tesla? No, they're just not a Tesla. Like, I gotta be honest on that. They ain't a Tesla. But for some reason, everybody wants to look for the next Tesla. You know, as if Tesla's retiring or something. They want to find, like, it's like, we got to find the next LeBron James because LeBron's getting towards the end of his career. No. Tesla is just beginning this party that they got going on. But for some reason, everybody is dying to find the next Tesla. I don't understand it. But, you know, you got a few options. You got Workhorse, you got Nikola, and you got NIO. And, you know, after that, just disappointing Nikola presentation where they started rolling a truck down the hill, man, yeah, I got to put them to the side. But you keep them on an eye on them because they do have GM on their side now. So they could put some stuff into play. Workhorse, I just don't think they're big enough yet to be on my radar. But NEO, like I said, their market cap has grown. They got a lot of hype around them. And if you start to see some more positive news on them, I would definitely say get in. If you're already diversified and you have money on the side, just looking to put into something, why not give NEO a shot? At the end of the day, the Chinese people kind of have their own, they have their own American version of everything. So it's going to be successful in that company if that's what they want it to be. And I think that they will push for that. And I think that NEO will continue to grow. I think that they're not as big as Tesla. They're not a powerhouse like Tesla, but they can be down the road. Now, that's just me giving the positive perspective. Will I be investing in NEO? No, but there's plenty of things that I don't invest in that do very, very well. So make sure you do your research on NEO and see if they work out for you. And make sure if you do end up investing in them, give my man Rasta a shout out, because if it wasn't for him, I'd be kicking NEO down the stairs. But with that being said, let's talk about a company like Verizon. You know, they're just continuously growing their 5G infrastructure, and you know, whether people like it or not, 5G is coming. It hasn't even fully gotten here yet. I think that people aren't even thinking about it right now because of just everything that's going on in our world, that they've kind of just put 5G on the back burner. But 5G is going to change the speed of our technology, and it's such an important technology advancement. I'm invested in Qualcomm, and they're the 5G leaders. So do your research on them. But I think Verizon is showing a great opportunity. I think they're trading in around like $60 as I make this video. Their infrastructure is going to continue to grow. Their partnerships are going to continue to grow. People are always going to need communications, and they pay dividends. So if you're looking to invest in a company that pays dividends, that has some long-term growth with what they're doing, I think Verizon fits nicely in that category. So do your research on them. I can guarantee you won't be disappointed because I've mentioned them before a few times. Like I said, the risky stocks, I would go with JetBlue, but I'd wait on everything that I'm mentioning, I'd wait on a pullback. JetBlue, I've always been watching. I sold all my JetBlue shares. Like, I just kind of got fed up. I felt like it was taking too long for that stock to turn around and really give me the returns that I was looking for. So I got rid of it out of an emotional decision. Please do not make emotional decisions when you are trading, because I could have been a lot more up on that money. But I'm not mad that I made the trade. As well as Carnival, I've mentioned Carnival in the past. Like I said, I'm waiting for a pullback. A lot of these stocks they've been jumping out the roof, and I do expect them to pull back sometime soon because nothing has really changed other than people's confidence. Remember, irrational exuberance, right? Also, Gap. I've been watching Gap, and I think that Kanye deal is still in play. I think that they're going to do very well once the release comes out. But wait for a pullback on Gap. I'm sure it's bound to come. If not, give us some time. See the best point for you to get in at. I can't tell you what the best point is because I'm not invested in Gap yet, but they are on my watch list. And the last and final stock I'm going to be talking about today is Vail. They are, do your research. I've spoken about them before. I believe the terms are like mining. They mine for like nickel and copper and stuff like that. And you may be wondering, well, why would they be so important? Well, a lot of these electrical vehicle batteries are going to need metals like a nickel. Tesla has even shown a lot of interest in Vail and having them provide them some nickel so they can use it for their batteries. They cannot power the batteries without the nickel. So when you start to hear this, I hope you're not getting lost in the sauce. Think about it. Tesla's, they're very, what stands them out is their battery and their AI. artificial intelligence, all the information that they've been able to put together. So when you hear that their battery needs nickel in order to perform at its highest capacity, it only makes sense, right? Wake up. Tesla needs nickel. Vail provides nickel. They've already been in talks. I don't think I need to say much more. I think that Vail is a company to have on your watch list, or even to just start investing in now and just say, you know what, we'll worry about it. Because what can also happen, and this is just a prediction, these other EV companies, they want to compete with Tesla. So they might want to start adding nickel to their batteries just to say that they have the same thing that Tesla, our economy is so trendy. Business sometimes can be very trendy. So I can see something like that happening, like other EV companies just using nickel any way they can just to say that they've used it. And if you want to go against and hedge against the electrical cars, I would say Plug Power. I wasn't even going to mention Plug Power. I missed Plug Power. I told y'all on one of my last videos when to get in. I missed it like a goofball, but I'm hoping that some of you didn't miss it. Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments what y'all think about these stocks that I just mentioned. And let me know how you feel about them. If I missed any, let me know down below in the comments. I said comments like 700 times already. So if y'all don't understand, to leave a comment, and I don't know what to tell you. All right. I appreciate you all for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of y'all week. Stay sharp, stay smart, and do your research.
Follow me on Instagram at ShPena.